All right, let's start at the beginning. So we have the Seven of Swords. I'm sorry, the Eight of Swords. And this is basically feeling trapped, not knowing where to go, kind of in a little limbo place maybe. Not wanting to make a move or feeling kind of trapped. This could be a relationship space. This could be job or money. But it does feel like you feel surrounded and you're not really knowing which direction to make a move. The Queen of Pentacles is what crosses you, and Queens, Pentacles can be earth signs. So this could be you, even if you're in a male body. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or the earth signs. And the Queen of Pentacles, she's really about earthly things. She's generous. She can be a good manager. She's practical and a good advisor. Also fair with money. So this feels like you may feel trapped. A little bit about being fair with money. It does feel like you have not been fair to yourself with physical possessions or money. So this, I know that you were working at pulling back some financial support over the last couple of months to someone who is totally capable of creating that for themselves. So this may be a continuation of kind of reallocating your funds for yourself. It also may mean something came up at the last minute and you had to reallocate once again. But this does feel like it has to do with money, and it has to do with helping another. It may be this queen that you've been helping, or that may represent you as well, Virgo, being an earth sign. But it does feel like that overhelpful-itis or something that you have created to help someone temporarily has turned into a little more long-term, and it's not really affording you the things that you want to do. So temperance is above you here, and this is finding the balance. Getting your feet wet a little bit is what's coming up. So it does look like you're about to try something new, or that you are preparing to try something new to either make money or to make your hobby turn into more financially rewarding for you. So the temperance is here just to find balance. These red wings are lighting up for me. So it does look like there was a disagreement about something, maybe, and I'm seeing like a contract that maybe someone has not followed the contract, or they may be out of integrity with that contract, but it does feel like you're having to redo something or challenge some agreement that was not upheld. But you are trying to find your balance. You're trying to find your kind and thoughtful words to rectify this. And this crown is lighting up here too. So it's time to take the high road. See this high road? Time to take the high road. So you may have been dealing with some maybe shady characters in business. So if it feels funky, it is, Virgo. Please trust yourself and find your balance. Speak your words of kindness, but make sure that you are being honored within all contracts, that you aren't taking a huge loss for someone's great gain. What has just happened, what is in the past position, is the Three of Pentacles. This is kind of like not only is it a pentacle, which is material things, but this is more about worship and collecting information and finding the spiritual side of you. So you may have revisited church after a long period of time being gone from them, or it may mean you're checking into self-help, or you're praying, or you're meditating, even doing yoga. So it does, however that spiritual aspect looks for you, Virgo. It doesn't necessarily have to be a church thing, but it does look like you are taking the steps to include your spirit and to honor yourself as a spirit, and to answer some of your questions by going within. So it may be meditation, or going to church, or just gathering again with friends that you haven't seen for a while to bounce some ideas off. But it does look like you're collecting information, and you are now feeding your spirit a little bit more, kind of that understanding that we are a spiritual being. For many of you, you know, that may not be church or spirit. It may be walking in the woods, whatever. Whatever is your higher self. It doesn't necessarily have to be the God stuff if that is not the route that you are on. But it does look like you're gathering more information to make your life a little calmer, to find some stress relieving is probably the best description for this. The moon is here. This is taking the intrinsic things, the things from the inside, projecting them from the outside. It does look like you are kind of recalculating some things due to this extra drain on your finances or this kind of bump in the road of the plan. So it does look like you're going back to the drawing board on some things, maybe even enlisting other people's opinions that are outside of the situation. But it does look like you're trying to get back onto the path here. This crab or scorpion is kind of flashing for me. So this does feel like it's connected with birth and mothering. And so you may be releasing some old habits that you learned from your mother, some anger from your mother. But it does feel like you're moving past all this, that you're changing some things for the better. And you're really looking at other ways to do things instead of the ways that you have been kind of stoic and doing things just this certain way. It does look like you're opening up to other possibilities. You're asking for advice, and you are also taking some of those great ideas and looking at how to propel them into or manifest them into the physical world. This may be retirement. This may be starting a business. This may be creating your craft to make money, but it does look like it has something to do with either making additional money or finding a new way of feeding yourself. So that is the moon taking the inside to the outside. Let's see. Also, the World card is here. This is the last card. This is when everything is open to you. This is a very good luck card. So it does feel like your ideas were a little bit smaller, and that you have opened up to the world, and the possibilities are a lot larger than they were in the prior months to you. You have kind of expanded your awareness to include other things that you had not thought of before. But the World means everything is open to you. It's a very good luck card. The purple is lighting up for me too. So this feels like you're having a little bit more peace of mind after the resolution of this. And you've been able to communicate some of the difficult conversations, or create those difficult conversations that help things move and help things grow, including yourself. It is also feeling that you have started recovering from either an illness or a depression or something that had happened over maybe 6 months, even to a year ago or farther. So it does feel like things are coming into view a little bit clearer for you. So you may have had some medical problems, and now you're getting the answers that you want, or you're moving into good health, into a much more positive and fruitful life is what it feels like. So the Hangman is here, and the Hangman kind of validates everything that's going on in these cards. So it does look like your whole perspective has changed over the last couple of months, probably starting at the beginning of the year. It really has been a huge rebirth for most people that I know. So the Hangman kind of validates that you're looking at things completely differently. But I'm also feeling that you need to wait in making a important decision until you have all of the pieces of the puzzle, all of your questions are answered, and you have your trust up again, because this situation kind of put your trust down a little bit. So you're rebuilding your trust in the situation, finding more reputable people, it feels like. And it does say just hang around a little bit. It's what I'm feeling. Hang around a little bit until all the answers have become clear for you. But the Hangman is here also to validate your different perspective. Life hasn't really changed, but your perspective has. The prioritizing has shifted a little bit. Things that were so important to you before, and it may have something to do with the medical issue or someone else's medical issue that has helped you reprioritize things in life. The Ace of Pentacles is here. You know, these are the hand of God. Pentacles are about worldly things. So some changes may be coming up kind of all of a sudden, out of the clear blue type of thing. And Pentacles are really, that's a positive change. It's mostly about success and money. It can mean prosperity as well. So it does feel like you're going in the right direction. Whatever this was that didn't turn out was actually a good omen. It felt like a negative at the time, but Spirit will kind of move you to connect with the people that are more advantageous for success. So it does feel like success is on the rise here, but it really depended on your change of perspective and your change of priorities, allowing things to go with the flow instead of that control that I know Earth and water have, that kind of overly control of things. So it does look like you have been able to release some of the control, allow Spirit to just put things in your lap, see where it flows. And it does feel like it has something to do with this Two of Cups. Now, this may be your loved one. This is an intimate, this is your sexual partner, your intimate partner. And it does feel like you've taken a step up in that. Some big changes have happened with that. It is right across from this, so it may have dictated that your partner or partner's connection was maybe part of the financial problem, but it does look like that burden has been released a little bit by some of the awareness of your partner, and it does look like your love partner has really focused and helped you get your perspective right. So they have been very advantageous in just really giving you the courage to make those changes. Now, for those of you that are single, this just may be someone that is in your heart. But for the most part, it's really feeling like a lover or an intimate. But it does look like somebody's got your back here. Somebody that is in your heart space has got your back and has made some changes to help you grow. But it looks like you've been helping others grow, and now it's time for you to get that support that you need from your loved ones. The Empress is here. That's a really great culmination card. That's kind of watching the seeds grow. This also can be pregnancy. For those of you who are trying, it can be someone that's near to you, pregnancy or just had a baby. But the Empress is basically kind of this mama love energy that waters the seeds and watches them grow. The Empress kind of asks you to put in the hard work so that seed can grow. So whatever this enterprise is, it needs a little bit more watering, a little bit of food for thought. It does require your attention a little bit. It's not to the point where you can release it and let it grow in the universe. So it does require a little bit of nurturing, a little bit of mama love for this project to take off. On the other side here is the Two. This is the Two of Wands, and it is upside down. So normally that is kind of waiting for things to happen and making some choices. It Since it is upside down, it does look like the choice has been made already and it's time for action. Don't sit in that contemplation place too long. It does demand some action. You know, in order to have the seeds grow, we must water them, we must feed them, we must nurture them. So this is kind of validating the Empress nurturing the situation, the person, or the enterprise that you're going into. So a little bit more action on your side, Virgo, is required. The sun is kind of putting things out in the world. It's the beginning of things. It's the creation, the sun. And you know, this baby here, it's like the beginning of something great. And it does require your attention. It does require nurturing. And it does require a little faith. So keep going. Don't lose the faith. The sun is here to remind you it's just taking off. Find some patience and continue that nurturing. All three of these cards here are really about nurturing to fruition, beginning something, taking that scary step, getting onto the path, and not really resisting or having so many expectations that that it fails. Allow yourself to have an open mind about what avenue this will take off from. But it does feel very exciting. It feels like changes. It may even require you to move, physically move to a different space in order for this to come about. So that is your general reading, Virgo. I'm going to throw a couple of these gypsy cards. It's a new deck that I was gifted. And they're one words. And they kind of bring it on home. So hope. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope in the situation. And the next one is priest. So allow your higher self to step in and trust yourself in your endeavor. So allow yourself to grow and allow yourself the different possibilities of hope. You know, have the audacity of hope.